Right guys, little video here. Are setup shops scams? Do you really need them? Are you throwing your money down the bin when you use them? Well, the quick answer is no, but it very much depends how you use them. So, talking from experience here, having used a few different ones, a few different setups from different places, I'll take you through my experience of using them. Now, when I first played iRacing, this is back in 2012, I was dead against using any setups, road or oval, never used them, did okay. I was pretty average, but reached kind of like a plateau, and I would have a fiddle with the setup a little bit, but never really got anywhere with the setup. Didn't really feel like I was improving it. Maybe I was improving the drivability a bit, but not really the outright speed. And when I came back into iRacing last year, I kind of thought, right, this time I'm going to do it properly. It's only at £10 a month. I'm going to do it. I'll buy the setup, see what happens basically. The truth is, it's not just the setup. It's how you use it and how you use the info that they give you. And in terms of the information is far more important than the actual setup itself. So first of all, I went with Pure Driving School. So you see Max Benecke there, like this, doesn't he? He's always there, isn't he, on his on the iRacing front page. So yeah, I thought, why not go with that? I was mainly doing road stuff anyway, so I didn't need the oval side setups. So I logged in, and this is the screen that you kind of get to, that you will see. Now, the PDS sets I found to be quite good, but the thing is with them is that it all depends on the driver. So different drivers set up different cars. Now, this guy here, Alexander Thebe, sets up the Porsche Cup car. Now, you might like his style of driving, you might not. So his setup might not actually work for you at all. Now, unless you go around the different setup shops, trying all their different setups, paying 40, 50 quid a month to do so, you don't really know. But here's the thing. So with PDS, you get a pro race setup, an alternative setup, a quality setup, telemetry file, BLAP and OLAP files. Now, you obviously just can download the setups, but having the video here helps an awful lot. Now, I probably can't show you too much because obviously this is their data. This is from last week anyway, so it wouldn't be particularly useful. But as we see when the video plays, it's just a video basically, but he's got his pedal steering inputs there. I found this actually really useful, and used this mainly for the GTE cars, and you kind of get to know the drivers' driving styles. And I would load this up, see what they were doing, see what gears they take in different corners. I would then load up the track and the car, drive around, be 3-4 seconds off the pace, as you do when you're not an alien like these guys. I'd go back to the video, have a look. He's carrying more speed through this corner. He seems to be braking a bit later, and I got a general idea basically of what I need to do, and it's probably a great starting point. So if you're thinking about doing it, I would say it helps a lot. It does. It's not a scam. It will make you go faster, and it's not necessarily just the setup. It's looking at the video. He goes wide at this point. He cuts him this more. He cuts an apex more on this bit. He's braking harder. He's not braking as much here or there, or that stuff. That information is way more important than just the setup alone. Now, I then moved on to VRS. Now, VRS does things slightly differently, and this is the page where which makes all the difference. Okay, and this is moving up another step. So again, I know VRS I'll go through another bit. So something else they do, which is really great. So with the PDS, you just get the fly nap, and that's it. VRS is different. So you get the fly nap, and you get the telemetry data, which you do get with PDS as well. But to use the VRS software, you have to pay to use the VRS software. So I could use the telemetry from PDS and stick it in on this page, but I also have to pay VRS and PDS, if that makes sense. So I'd have to pay 2 subscriptions, whereas you could just pay for the VRS subscription, basically. And this is what you get. So this is Interlagos, okay? And it breaks down what he's doing and what I'm doing. So this guy, Josh Rogers, like ridiculous driver, obviously. And so I'm comparing my lap to his lap. And it's absolutely fascinating. I did another video where I was talking about how aliens make their time. And again, I think that was his video in the Porsche Cup car around Spa. So if you've seen that, you kind of know about this anyway. But it tells you, you know, your speeds, where they're making up the time, what line they're on compared to you, and you can go to each different sector. So for instance, I'd be looking here at, let's say, turn 10 and 11. Okay. So you can compare the lines here on the left hand side, and you can compare the brake traces and the throttle traces, and you work out basically where you're losing the time. So he's basically, if we zoom this on, he gains the time from this point up to there. That's literally 0.3 of a second in 50 meters, and that's because he's on the throttle there and I'm on the throttle there. This is gold. This it's not a scam. This information, once you've got it, is absolute gold, and it's brilliant. It really is brilliant, and it's massively improved my lap times. Massively improved my lap times. Going through this helps a load. VRS also have got a full video if I can find it. So you basically go into your data packs. It sounds like an advert for VRS. It's not at all. But I'm just, you know what I mean? I honestly think this is brilliant. So that's why I'm saying about it. So these are data packs. This is like the Suzuka one. So you click on this tutorial bit up there, and it's not only a video of his lap, but he slows it right down, talks through every single corner. This is where you have to hit this curb, that's where you have to hit this curb, hook up this line, drive a bit further here, only apply 40% brake pressure for this corner, 50% for the next one. As you come on the throttle, you want to stab it on and then off again, and it's brilliant. And this is where the time is made up, and this is what improves your driving. So the difference between VRS and PDS is that with the PDS, you're copying their lap. You're just copying it, and you're sort of going backwards and forwards, and you're just trying to copy what he's doing. With VRS and this data analysis, you can really dive deep into where the times are being lost. And let's say with the tutorial as well, it's just a gold mine of information, and it just improves your driving so much. It just, honestly, it's propelled me to the next level, from being average to being better than average, if you like. So it's absolutely brilliant. So buying setups, not a scam. Even just the setups themselves, it's good. If you've got the videos to go with it, even better. And if you've got the full package, I mean, it is absolutely go on. It can improve your driving, it improves your experience, because, and this is kind of like what you'd get from a real race team. You know, if you're a top GT driver, you're going to be going out there doing laps, coming back in, and they're going to be showing you this information, comparing it with your teammates, going, oh yeah, look, he accelerated at this point and you accelerated 20 meters later in the corner. Therefore, when you go next back out on track, that's what you're going to aim for, and it's going to improve you as a driver. So absolutely not a scam. I would recommend, having used PDS and VRS, I've used other setups from other setup shops, and there's a few I like. So Apex do quite an interesting kind of thing, and Apex have got to deal with VRS as well. So the Apex Academy, you can basically find their people's data packs basically by using VRS. And not sure how Craig's setup shops work. I've used some of their setups, and Sometimes they're good, you know what I mean, depends on the driver, but I don't have any experience there. But I would say VRS is the way to go, just for the sheer goldmine of data. But you know, some people say their setups aren't great, but again, it just depends on the driver doing the actual setup themselves. So anyway, I am completely waffling on now, so I'm going to end the video there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and hope it's given you some sort of insight. And if you're on the verge of thinking, do I buy setups or do I not? Don't think of it as I'm just buying a setup and running the car and forgetting about it. Use the information that's there. Use the absolute goldmine of information they are providing you, whether that just even a video, but if you've got the data, you've got telemetry, and you've got a way to analyze it, that is what you need to do, and that is where the time is. That's where you can improve yourself as a driver, and that's why for £10 a month it's absolutely worth it. Okay guys, thanks for that. If you've enjoyed it, then hope you'll stick around for the next one. Thank you very much.